up this week on the center of it all. Lewistown is bringing the arts into their community. We went to see how they're doing it, and we check out a gallery shop that showcases work done from all local artists. Mel is making a meal that will have you stepping out of your comfort zone, and our pet of the show needs your help in finding a permanent forever home. Don't go anywhere, the center of it all starts right now. Welcome to the center of it all. Dreams can become a reality. Julie O'Connor Euphema is proof of that. Let's take a look at how she's bringing art and theater to life in her own community. It's lights, camera, action for the Evolution Arts Center in Lewistown. 7 months after signing on the dotted line.
The Art Center finally being officially open is it was the most important thing to me when we started this, that we could get this up and running in a reasonable period of time, and having the grand opening over is the biggest accomplishment in the shortest amount of time I could have imagined.
And she says she couldn't do any of it without the constant support she's gotten from the people in the community, making the opening gala a night to remember.
The night of the grand opening was just a culmination of everything that's been happening over the last 7 months. There has been somebody in here supporting us every single day since the day that we opened the doors to just start working on the place. So to have a moment in time where we had a band and we had food and we had people here bidding on more art was just, it was just like the icing on the cake.
Where once was bare floors and walls, now hold a stage, auditorium seating, craft supplies, all just little peeks of all the things that are to come.
We are coming up on the fall season, so we're doing fall painting parties, we're doing a haunted house, we're going to be in the Halloween parade in town, we're doing a talent show. We have the very first full-length production coming up of a play that I wrote. It's a comedy and it's called Action. And we're in rehearsals right now, and we're going to be opening September 30th, and then through the following weekend we'll be having matinees and regular shows. And we're going to do a Christmas program, and we're going to do musicals, and there's so much we're so excited.
They also plan to have activities outside of theater like yoga, dance, private parties, movie nights, and their next plan of attack.
The next focus that we have here at the center is we want to finish the music room, and we want to include a recording studio, and we're actually talking about doing a school of rock.
And to do the music side of things, they brought in a local who has been in the music business for over 20 years.
I grew up here in Mifflin County, and I moved away because I was an artsy person that didn't fit in. And when I started hanging out here with Julie and saw what she was doing and saw the need here, I couldn't not be here.
They hope to have the School of Rock program up and running by next summer. Almost everything at the center, from props to supplies, are donated by people in the community. Whether they are returning to the center or coming for the first time, Euphema wants to get the word out about everything the center has to offer to the community.
Options are endless. We want people to walk in the front door and still tell us what they want.
For more information and upcoming events, visit their Facebook page at facebook.com/EvoArtCenter. When we come back, we continue with the arts and take a look at some local artistry. Welcome back. Whether you're looking for some Central PA home decor for your own home or for a friend, the gallery shop has hundreds of pieces, all made from the hands of local artists. We sat down with a few to see where their love of art began.
We also try to keep a balance of the pottery, the art that's on the wall, the fiber, the glass.
Just to name a few items offered at the gallery shop, which has been around since 1970. It was originally downtown with about 30 people involved, but in 1989 it moved to the building it's in today on Pike Street and has grown to include around 50 extremely talented, all local artists.
These artists who are local are also in national shows, have gotten national awards, and so we feel very confident that the work here is good and comparable to what you'll find in big cities nearby, where you will pay much more.
High quality for a better price. Most artists come from central Pennsylvania and the surrounding areas of Centre County.
It's interesting to the customer if they can find something that is very, very local.
Not just local, but unique as well, like pictures of the Penn State Nittany Lion.
I think it's very important for people to purchase something handmade, locally made, and something that is unique. You cannot find the items that you find here in any other store. You cannot buy it online. I mean, they are all locally artists, and it's good craftsmanship and good artists here.
But you can do more than just purchase artwork at this shop. Every month, 1 to 2 artists are featured in the atrium, and on some Saturdays, there are demos offered so you can see just how the artwork is created.
It's a good way for the artists to get their name out, and we always have people in the community that are interested in their work. They are interested in making a connection with the people who makes the art and crafts, and also to see the process and to ask questions. So it feeds both.
And for some artists, their art is a way for them to bring people closer together.
I have to tell you, it feels great. I feel like I'm a part of a greater community, and I'm very proud of having the opportunity to exhibit my work here and to sell. I put a lot of heart and soul into everything I do, and when I hear that a customer picks my pieces and they talk about it and say they love it and would like to give it to someone else, that makes me happy.
And they are told by some that this is their go-to place.
By customers that we hope you stay here, because if you stop selling, we don't know where to go. And as I said, it's a unique opportunity to get some very unique things. I know that we have repeat customers that always comes looking here first when they are looking for gifts.
But don't worry, the shop isn't going anywhere anytime soon. They plan on showcasing their love of art and their love for central Pennsylvania for a long time.
I think it's a wonderful thing that we have here, and the artists are in wonderful hands. We have a wonderful manager, and right now things are good.
Everyone has a certain skill, and I think that everyone is trying to put their best in the shop. So I'm very happy to be a part of.
This month, the atrium is featuring wood and pottery. When we come back, Mel is cooking up a special dish. Welcome back to the center of it all. Are you tired of cooking your chicken the same way over and over again? This week, Mel shares a recipe that is sure to be a new favorite. Let's head on over to her kitchen.
In the wide, wide world of food, every culture has a favorite way of serving grilled chicken. In Thailand, that would be gai yang. It consists of a whole or half chicken marinated in a soy and fish sauce-based coconut and cilantro mixture laced with lemongrass, garlic, and ginger. Throughout Thailand, recipes vary from cook to cook, but not very much. Join me today while I share mine. All Thai barbecue chicken recipes start by making the marinade. Traditionally, they're pulverized in a mortar and pestle by hand. In my kitchen, I make short work of it in the food processor. I'm putting 4 ounces of cilantro stems or roots in the work bowl. Save those leaves for garnish. In Thailand, everyone knows that the real flavor is in the roots and the stems. I've got 4 ounces of the white and light green part of scallions and 6 garlic cloves. I've got 2 ounces of ginger and lemongrass. And I've got Thai bird chili peppers. These are small but mighty, and they pack a punch. I grow these in my yard, and the way I add them to anything is I just snip them in. It keeps the heat away from my hands by holding the stem. So I've got 8 of these. Put the lid on our processor. This is probably going to be loud, so excuse it. I'm going to do about 30 or 40 rapid on-off pulses to chop these vegetables. Open the lid. I'm going to scrape down the sides a little bit. Get all those veggies down at the bottom. I'm going to add 1 can of coconut milk. That's 13.5 ounces. And a mixture of 3 tablespoons soy sauce, fish sauce, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, or palm sugar would be traditional in Thailand. If you can find it, use that. Put the lid back on. Another series of 10 or 12 pulses. Our marinade's made. Now just excuse me for a second while I transfer everything into this bowl and clean up this mess. I've got 2 3 to 3.5 pound frying chickens that have been split in half. That's 1 whole chicken cut in half in each bag. I've got all of my marinade, which is about 4 cups, and I'm going to put about 2 cups in each bag. And we're just going to seal these up as best we can. And what you want to do at this point now is just get a grip on the bag and massage the marinade around so that the whole chicken is coated. It only takes a few seconds. The next one. Massage, massage, massage. And I'm going to pop these in the refrigerator overnight. And trust me, you want to go overnight. Don't try to rush this. Once the chickens have finished marinating them, I pulled them out of the bag and allowed all of the excess marinade to drizzle back in. And then I just placed them on a rack, on a piece of parchment paper in a big roasting pan. I'm going to take these over to the oven and put them on the center rack at 350 degrees for exactly an hour and a half. In a wide bottom skillet, I've placed all the marinade I could retrieve from the food storage bags. I'm adding a 13.5 ounce can of coconut milk and a mixture of 4 tablespoons fish sauce, 6 tablespoons soy sauce, 2 tablespoons sesame oil, and 4 tablespoons palm or light brown sugar. Lastly, and most importantly, I add 8 to 10 kaffir lime leaves, which I purchase at my Asian market and keep on hand in my freezer. When it comes to Thai cooking, these are what gives it the signature herby citrus flavor. After this is simmered gently for 10 to 12 minutes, it'll be nicely thickened and ready to take to the table and serve. Too many people think Thai food is super spicy, as in hot. It's not. It's a well-balanced blend of sweet, sour, salty, and heat with a bit of a citrusy edge. To try more of my Thai recipes, just go to my website.
When we come back, we meet Laura and Louie for our pet of the show. Welcome back to the center of it all. Laura has been fostering Louie for a few months now, and she has nothing but good things to say about this young at heart beagle who needs your help in finding a permanent home.
Hi, this is Louie from Nittany Beagle Rescue. He is a 12-year-old neutered male. He's been fully vetted and microchipped, so he is ready for adoption. Being that he's a little older, he does like to nap and snuggle a lot, so someone who's home a lot would be ideal for Louie. But when he is in a fenced yard and he starts running, you would think he's a puppy. He loves to play with toys. He also has an interest in burying his hard plastic toys in the yard, but luckily he hasn't dug at the fence, so he is a good boy. He just really wants love. Like I said, someone who's home a lot would be good for him because he does get a little bit of separation anxiety. If the house isn't dog proofed, you'll know it when you come home. But generally he just likes to sniff, and when he smells something like a typical beagle, he'll let you know with his beagle bark. He walks really well on a leash, so he's pretty calm, as you can see. He just likes pets, and he really lights up when he sees anyone new. His tail wags. He likes kids, other dogs, cats, so he's a really great dog.
For more information, visit NittanyBeagleRescue.org. That wraps up this week's Center of It All. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great week, and I'll see you